And we are live. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? You know what I mean? Getting this thing started. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. There are 3 tiny dots in the top right. Hit the like or dislike. Let's go. Appreciate y'all from the shorts feed. Get this StreamYard going on here. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. And we are live. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I got another one from Taylor the Fiend. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen his videos before. But with no further ado, he's talking about these crazy women demanding that men accept fraternity fraud. You know what I'm saying? Paternity fraud. Listen, man. It's not going to happen. Y'all are wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, smash that like button. No further ado, let's get right into it. You guys subscribe. Let's go.
Guys saying things like, oh, so what if it's not your child? You should still look after it anyway. Men need to step up. Men need to pay the bills. Men need to look after children that are not their own. The modern day insanity is getting worse and worse. Now, today's video was sent to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave the OG creator as well as Matrix linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you can go and subscribe to these guys. Without further ado, let's jump right into the nonsense.
Sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me.
But why should they? And why would they even want to? After all, women have been telling men over and over again to leave them alone. Women are independent. They don't need men. And now some are complaining when men are actually listening to them.
They don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men, because there are good men out there.
That's a very good point. There are good men out there.
As a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting down.
You know, videos like this are so funny to me because you have these women saying, hey, why is it that men are not doing these things anymore? And I'm sure we'll get into the paternity fraud later in this video, that kind of stuff. But this woman right here is saying, hey, why is it that men don't do kind things anymore? Why are there no more gentlemen? Why are men not opening doors? Why are they not offering their seats to us women?
It's over.
And I would echo what the other woman was saying, which is that, you know, men have been punished for doing this. Women have said we are strong, we are independent, I don't need no man. And men listen, okay? We have heard this stuff over and over and over again. And also, a lot of the guys who do help you, we get called creeps, right? You know, you open a door for a woman or you leave it open, she doesn't even acknowledge you, she doesn't say thank you, or she gives you like a scowl and things like this. And it's like, okay, if you want men to be chivalrous and you want men to be kind, but you act like complete a-holes when men do it for you, why should they continue to do it in the first place?
It's just a hot mess out here, but
This really shouldn't come as a surprise. After all, isn't this what some women wanted? What modern feminism was pushing for? For women to be treated as equals to men, right? No special treatment needed. Don't need to hold open a door. Why help out? Women can do everything themselves just as good as men can. But now it seems some are complaining that they got exactly what they asked for.
5 to 6 foot. About the viral shoes that are supposed to add 3 inches to your height. Check these out. So these are going massively viral on TikTok right now. Not only are they freaking sweet, comfortable, but they're super affordable. They're only like 20 bucks. Obviously the best.
Wait, wasn't this?
I'm going to make a video cooking this chick, man. I am so tired of her tiny body, big head ass, always talking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I am going to cook her up. She seems to be leaning into the heel roll. She wants to be in her villain era, so let's go ahead and give it to her.
Is this the woman that was crying about dudes not committing to her anymore and things like this? I distinctly remember a TikTok video where I think this woman was crying because men aren't even doing the bare minimum for women anymore. Okay, so this, for some context, this is a woman who can't get a serious relationship out of a man that she wants, claims that men are not doing the bare minimum, and we all know what that means, okay? Out here chasing bad boys, chasing the attractive men, and obviously these men don't want to do anything for her. Now, I believe this video that she's responding to down here is a guy advertising shoes that make you taller or something.
Part, they have 3 inches to your height. They look like $120 shoes, and also they have a ton of padding. You can see that, a ton of padding on the inside. The arch support is great. I got a lot of shoes off TikTok, and these are by far the comfiest, the best looking, and they add 3 inches to my height.
Okay, $120 Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? $79.99, maybe. Come on, brother. Come on.
Like 8 different colors, and you can get them anywhere from $10 to like $20. I'll leave a link down below. 10 out of 10 for me.
My guy, 3-inch lift sneakers? How have we gone from men proudly volunteering for wars to proudly promoting the
That chick said 3-inch lift sneakers. That's funny, man.
equivalent of stilettos for dudes? Men
I'm sorry, but if you're going to roast dudes for wearing height lifting shoes, how about we play this game then? Why don't you wash all of your makeup off and not wear makeup?
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh my.
I find it interesting, right? You have these women who are like, man, these men are so insecure. They're making shoes that make themselves taller and blah, blah, blah. They, you know, and then these same women are wearing pounds of makeup and they have filters over their face whenever they appear on the internet. So you don't get to pull this whole, you're insecure, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't wear that, because women are out here wearing makeup and things that make them look completely different. So don't even get...
It's really called projection, and they're out here doing it every day. And he ain't even like really going in. He could talk about the wigs, the eyelashes, you know what I'm saying, the Spanx, the waist trainers. And need I say more? We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Started here.
Men used to go to war. That's all I'll say. Like, are you kidding me?
Maybe they should go again.
The guy making...
Did I just hear that correctly? Men used to go to war. Maybe men should go again? Goodness gracious. And what about all the things that women used to do? We're not going to have a discussion about that, are we?
Used to go to war. That's all I'll say. Like, are you kidding me?
Maybe they should go again.
The guy making this video is like, this is unacceptable. Hashtag men's rights. Hashtag men's rights activists.
Men's rights to go to war and die.
Then after saying things like that, they want to ask, why don't men help them anymore and complain about
men's rights activists.
Negative. We're not doing this.
Men's rights to go to war and die.
Then after saying things like that, they want to ask, why don't men help them anymore and complain about and shame men who avoid them?
By the way, we're jumping through a lot of clips here, but wasn't this woman right here the hyena woman?
I don't know.
My goodness, we are not aging particularly well, are we?
Ooh,
this is terrifying. This woman, I can't remember the amount of nonsense that she's been on a bunch of my videos before. I think I've kind of blacked her out because I distinctly remember her being so horrible. This is a woman who doesn't like men, who from memory was, you know, she said a lot of awful things, essentially. Many people have done videos on her, but it looks like her health has declined. The makeup application is beyond aggressive, but holy hell, it's good to see, guys. You know, you see these women post videos that are completely awful on the internet, saying all of these awful and horrendous things, and then you fast forward like 4 months, and the transformations that these women go through, and not in a good way, just bring a smile to my face, man. It really, you know, what's on the inside oftentimes.
Brother, I appreciate the pun. Definitely witty. Guys, man, I you know, this is why I gotta proofread the comments. Y'all just be going off on here, man. Y'all be saying stuff I can't, you know. But listen, that was, you know, that'll get by. I probably won't get flagged. But just be careful. Sometimes I just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's tribal member Robert. Let me go ahead and post his comment. And then y'all will say some stuff that'll make us look like we're over here, and we're not even like that. You know, understand it's locker room talk. We're just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't take offense. You know, ladies, don't take offense.
This gets reflected to the outside, and no matter how much makeup and nonsense you put on yourself, there really is no denying it at this point. Let's continue. I believe this next clip is the paternity fraud one.
He is the father. 72 hours. He has a tattoo on his private parts. He was the only one there. Father. He is not the father. How many times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was way too much, by the way.
you have a tattoo. Excuse me. You know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
You are not the father, which means that you will not be placed on any type of child support or anything today. Now, you, Miss McKinney, you do have the right to petition someone else who you may think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him.
So let me get this straight. You can present this individual with essentially facts that this guy is not the father.
Crazy.
And yet she will still sit here and go, well, no, he's definitely the father. The fact that this woman even gets the option, by the way, to quote unquote petition another man to begin paying child support is absolutely insane to me. So, you know, you can see this guy smiling from ear to ear. He doesn't even want to have the conversation. He doesn't want to even be here. He knows that the kid is not his. He got the test, and yet this woman is still arguing with the DNA test, trying to say that he got some sort of tattoo, as though this proves paternity somehow. Absolute clown world.
He has a tattoo on his private part. I was with him and the tattoo for 72 hours. I know what I felt. I know what I saw. Okay, it was him.
Well, there is a probability of something else, though.
Okay.
You were probably with somebody else, too, within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor,
Sweetie, the judge isn't tripping. The only thing that's trippy is that mandatory paternity tests aren't codified into law.
I don't even know how.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. So I believe this is Man Talk that's covering this clip. Great channel, by the way. This guy, he makes a great point. Why on earth is this not codified into law? It absolutely should be. I think that DNA tests should be mandatory at birth. I don't think that dudes should be out here paying for kids that are not their own. You have women who are quite literally robbing men blind, legally, apparently, in the eyes of the law, mind you, for kids that are not even their own. Like, make that make sense to me, guys. You know, they say that women aren't rewarded for breaking up relationships and families and stuff. I totally disagree with that, because women know there's a paycheck on the other side, even if the kid isn't the original, isn't the actual father's, right? So, like, they will go out here, have a child, lie about who the father is, put that guy on child support, knowing full well the whole time that the kid was possibly not even his, and yet lose no sleep over it whatsoever because they want the money. And they wonder why modern relationships are doomed, guys. You know, women are absolutely incentivized for ruining them.
They are incentivized, but they don't have to do it. Just shows you, you know, just how wicked a lot of these females can be. Now listen, you guys. This is the most important piece. Now more than ever, it's super important that you guys smash that like button. Smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notification, drop a comment, and share the live stream. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but I'm just a Leo. I can't help it. But smash that like button. Let's go.
So when you start to see videos of, like, you know, oh, men should go out there and get married. Men should get into these long-term relationships. Men should do this and men should do that. Really? Because I'm not seeing a lot of argument for doing these things.
I don't even know how to start this video, and I've tried to start it about 10 times, but I think we should start by saying a massive thank you to everyone who commented or reached out to me about my video about the DNA test. I can now confirm that I did receive the results today, and oh my god, I think I'm gonna cry again.
Why are we the one crying? You know, we've been with so many different dudes. We don't even know who the father of your kid is, and yet women start crying as though they're the victim. Can somebody make this make sense to me, man? They always have to make themselves look like the victim, like they're not the ones who did something wrong. Oh, I just slipped, you know, and some other guy was there and things happened, and all of a sudden there's 3 potential baby fathers, and now I'm crying because it didn't turn out to be the first one who I hoped it would be. Like, get out of here with the tears, man. They actually make me sick.
So I want you guys to understand a level of delusion. That one woman was telling the judge that the paternity test results were incorrect, and that she knows that he was a father. This woman's crying. Listen, they're out here having a good time, and the main takeaway from this is they're getting smashed out and letting these dudes, you know what I'm saying, shoot up the club. Like they're getting it raw. So they're cheating raw, letting these dudes, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, release their semen in it, and it's disgusting. That's what I'm saying, man. If you find out that your girl been cheating, she's gonna do the most dirty stuff. I mean, she could be letting him get all holes, you know, just really, you know what I'm saying, enjoying herself while, you know, she's serving it in raw to where they're getting pregnant, don't even know. You guys, I'm telling you, man, you better take care of yourselves. A little vow of celibacy for a little while won't hurt you, man. I'm telling you. Semen retention.
I'm just so...
Oh, get on
I
with
can't
it.
stop crying.
She's not crying because she's sorry
Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. You're losing every time. If not first. You're
she
last.
cheated on him.
Ricky Bobby, man.
She's crying because she can't lie her way out of it and convince the other man that the kid is his since they got a DNA test done.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The tears aren't real. They're not genuine, right? They're